Hey everybody, I wanted to say thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to try a different type of video today, and this is actually a collaboration that I'm doing with another person here on YouTube that I met several years ago. I think I can actually say several years ago, and we met on YouTube through another YouTuber who unfortunately I don't speak to much anymore. I'm not sure if this person that I'm doing the collab with does or not. That doesn't really matter too much to me, but as you can see, or maybe not, I held up my French press because I'm actually doing a coffee collaboration with another YouTuber here, and his name is Jason Callan, and he lives in the US and in a town in Pennsylvania called Cranesville, if I'm correct, and he has a YouTube channel here, and his YouTube channel is mainly about food, beverages, food from around the world. He talks about horror movies. He talks about music. He has a cat named Maggie. I think he talks about wrestling sometimes. So I'd really appreciate it if you would check out his channel. I'm going to leave the link below in the description box. So bear with me. This is my first kind of like food beverage type video. It is not my forte. I'm sure you will see that shortly, but I'm going to give it a go. The coffee that I've chosen to talk about today is from a roastery that's here in the city that I live in, Toronto, which is a pretty big city. I think they call where I live is actually the Greater Toronto Area, and in that Greater Toronto Area there is, I want to say it's 4 million, but I might be wrong about that. There's a lot of people, and because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff and a lot of different things that you can try. And one thing that Toronto has not too many of, but it has enough, are coffee roasteries. And this one that I've chosen is Propeller Coffee Company. Now, I have had this coffee before and I do rather enjoy it. So that's why I'm talking about it today. I will leave their website down below as well. And the particular coffee that I'm trying or talking about is the dark roast. And it was the 2016 Roast Magazine Roaster of the Year, Propeller Coffee Company. I have the incredibly large bag because I drink coffee every day. And the way I drink it will probably have to be the subject of another video because I make what's called bulletproof coffee to drink daily. I'm not doing that now because, like I said, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother video if you're interested. I'll also leave the link below about what bulletproof coffee is, and if you're interested in hearing about that, I'll do a video about that too. But for now, we're going to stick to the Propeller Dark Roast. So it's described as a coffee that is perfect for those who enjoy the taste of dark roasted coffee, which is me. It is rich, smoky, and nutty with flavors of dark chocolate and caramel. And this coffee is great on drip or as an espresso. So I normally make my coffee on drip or use a French press, which I'm using today. I don't really use Keurig. A Keurig is kind of lost on me, not because it's bad or I don't like it, but just because I will go through probably about 6 of those pods in a morning. And to me, that doesn't seem like a good value when I can just make a pot and have half and call it a day. Like, probably too much. But this has been sitting for about, I want to say, I should have set a timer. It's probably almost about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and press and pour, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about the coffee. I'm going to tell you, I already like the coffee. I drink the coffee. This particular one is good. There's another roaster here in Toronto that I want to try called Pilot. And I'll have to get some of that if you are interested in these videos or me doing these types of videos. I'll get that coffee and try that out for you too. So I'm going to drink this black just so I can taste that kind of those dark chocolate and caramel flavors and the rich smoky nuttiness. And I'm going to drink it in my magical unicorn mug, which I got at the dollar store here. That's another thing. I really have a big collection of mugs. So again, you want to see something like that, I'm happy to do that too. So cheers. Well, it's definitely a dark roast for sure. And I haven't had it black in a long time because like I said, I make my bulletproof coffee and there's other things involved in that that get blended in. But definitely taste the rich, smoky, and the nutty. Definitely smell the smoky and the nutty. Let me try to get the chocolate and the caramel. I wonder if there's a way to do this, like the wine sommeliers that kind of swish and swirl. I'm wondering if you should do that with coffee. Does anyone know? If you know, tell me. That'd be really interesting. Definitely don't get the caramel at all when I taste it or when I drink it, even when I kind of like let it sit. I kind of, on an app as an aftertaste, I get the dark chocolate for sure. But it's really a tasty coffee. So if you're a coffee drinker that likes to drink their coffee black, I'd recommend it. If you wanted to add milk or cream to it, I'd recommend it. Even if you wanted to add sugar to it, you could. I don't put sugar in my coffee. I just don't. It's not because it's bad. I just don't. So yeah, now I get the dark chocolate. Definitely. Still not getting the caramel though. So that's it. That's my review of the dark roast Propeller Coffee Company coffee, which is roasted in Toronto, but they get their coffee beans from Costa Rica. I neglected to mention that before. So like I said, this is my first time doing a coffee collaboration. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Check out all the links below. Please check out Jason's channel. The only tip I'm going to give you when you're watching a video from Jason, if it's one of his food videos, make sure you're not hungry. But he's a great guy. I've known him for a couple years now, and even though he's not a beauty channel, I enjoy watching other channels that aren't necessarily beauty related or skincare related. You know, it's just a little glimpse into someone else's life, which I find very interesting. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because I'm going to be back on YouTube on a more regular basis, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and cheers!